Hello, Active Pursuit family. The following is a video that's a slice of our lives as we prepare to be coaches for a basketball team together. If you can't get enough of our witty banter and scintillating repartee, this video is perfect for you.
So, today, we're going to start reviewing our basketball curriculum. And I'm regularly the victim of quotes from Jody on John Wooden.
Oh, it's true. He's my hero. What can I say?
So, in 1 week from today, at about this time, we will be just finishing up co-coaching our first basketball game. So we've got 9 teenage girls who are going to be ripping up that court and making enemies out there.
So we have to be prepared.
I got a lot of reading.
But I can help you through if you'd like.
Yes, I'd like. So I was kind of wondering, are we gonna do any strategy before we get to these girls? Because remember, we don't, this part of the league is just pickup games for like 8 or 9 weeks in a row. So we don't really get practices with them. So I was even wondering about maybe sending out a note and just, because I don't know all of the girls. I know about half the girls are assigned to our team, but I don't know all of them. So I was just wondering, should we send a note out and just ask them, hey, what position do you usually play?
We could do that. And
then that way, then we can start thinking about what the lineup is. And for those that say, I don't know, then we know about that too.
How do you want to feel them out to see how interested they might be in learning something too, as opposed to just rolling the ball out? I mean, we're called coaches.
Right.
So theoretically, we could teach them something.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason why I wanted to do this, and yeah. So what are you thinking?
Well, I don't know exactly what to assume that they already know, but it's probably true that many of them have played organized basketball before.
Well, I think most of them have played this league, or else because this particular time of the year league, it's brand new. What they're doing, like so they've had their spring basketball season, and now it's just a line of pickup games kind of to the end of the school year. So I would guess that nearly 100% or 100% of them have already played the league for the year, or if they didn't play for the year, they've played in past years. So it's a long answer.
It's fine. I've come to expect them.
Whoa.
What?
Ouch.
What ouch?
It's kind of hurtful.
Say more about that.
Well, it sounded to me like you're like, yeah, you're just long-winded.
No. You give me a thorough answer to my question. Okay. Which is what I expect and hope for. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm glad I brought it to your attention that I was unsure.
That I love you.
Unsure about your answer.
You don't skip.
There was something to skimp on.
Oh. Anyway, I suddenly was thinking about your bikini briefs because they're skimpy.
Oh, got it.
And I love them for that reason.
That's usually women usually have skimpy bikini briefs. It's not just me.
In any event, could you please stay on track?
Oh yeah, okay, basketball.
You're right. So here's what I'm thinking.
I didn't take us off to that.
No, it was my fault.
Okay. I've been framed.
You have been. So your daughter has played in these leagues for a long time, and you've watched
since
her
3rd
play.
grade.
So
not just in 9th grade. 6 years.
So you tell me.
Which is as long as I've been
Do they
playing
run
basketball.
plays? Or do they just roll the ball out?
If the coach, because so usually what we do is we have at least one coaching time per week and then one game per week for this league. But remember that they've played school sports, so I mean they're getting coached all the time.
Does anyone do they run man defense or zone?
Both.
They do both, okay.
They both, and they'll press. They know how to press.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I know you always want to know about that.
What court are we playing on?
We're playing at the big gym at
BC Middle School?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Which is a great gym.
BC Middle?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a full-size court.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
That's the whole 9 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what plays they run?
You know, that would be a great question to ask Caddy.
Okay.
We can ask her all.
Because I'm thinking side picks would be just a very basic man-to-man offense would be really kind of cool. And then we could put one zone offense in too.
To switch it up?
I think, well, just, you know, if they're playing zone, we have to run a zone offense against the zone.
Right.
But just be really simple, but get those two, the simplest offenses, and get them right.
You know what I'm noticing is, like, and this happened in my basketball game on Monday, because we came out, we're playing against girls who played in college, who were like
shooters.
I called a technical foul because I said that it was inappropriate because they were less than half my age, and I could be all their mothers. They were all bigger than me.
They were good too. They were good shooters.
They were really good.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things that kind of screwed us up for a couple of plays was that we went out there doing zone because we were concerned that they would exhaust us if we didn't. And then when we went to man-to-man, we didn't, number one, we didn't all know we were on man-to-man. Like half of our team that came out knew that they were on man-to-man, and the other half of us were doing zone. So that was a problem. And then the other thing is that like we didn't know that we're going to be switching, I think.
Right.
So maybe letting them know ahead of time. So maybe we could, if anything, maybe we can ask them to meet 30 minutes ahead of time.
Yeah.
Even though we're going to start the game at the top of the hour, meet 30 minutes ahead of time, so we could talk about where their confidence is and their positioning and all that jazz. I don't know.
Oh, even thinking of pre-email.
Oh yeah, I think that too. Yeah, absolutely.
This is what we're thinking of doing. Does anyone have problems with this? Is this what you want to do? You know, do you want to get this involved?
Well, most people either know of me or Caddy. So they chose to be on our team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, most people chose to be on our team. And then one of the people's dads plays basketball with us.
Oh, okay.
And then another young woman, she's pretty talented, and she's been on Kat's team in the past. Kat always rolled with her until I had to pull her out for a season. So she's good, and her dad's wonderful. So he actually was another guy who taught me basketball. I was always showing up, and so he'd be like, "You want to get in there and practice with them?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." So I would be the extra. I guess, and the funny thing is, I was still the shortest one. That's embarrassing.
Oh, with the young girls, you were still the.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, when I would get on the court with Caddy and the girls. Yeah, I was still.
That's funny.
The smaller one. Yeah.
So an explanatory pre-email could say, "This is the offenses. These are the two offenses we're thinking. We're going to mix up man and zone, and here's the press that we'd like to run." And that's the strategy. If you're only going to play.
And what is the position that your girl usually plays?
Yeah.
And what other what alternate positions can she play? All right. I'm down with that. So are we gonna So this weekend we've got a bunch of things to get done. How much time are we going to take on this? And how many more?
Let's look at the table of contents.
I've been looking at the table of contents.
Oh, yeah, okay, you tell me what you've learned.
Well, I don't have glasses
Or
right
what
now.
you're curious about.
Well, okay, whew, that's better. So, we have his coaching philosophy.
Hold on.
I'm kidding. I knew I was going to get a rise out of you for that.
You're the greatest basketball mind of all time.
Am I pushing buttons?
It's sacrilege. That's what it is.
Give me that drink. All right. General coaching concerns. All right. Individual offense, team offense, obtaining possession of the ball, defensive basketball, miscellaneous drills. That's exactly what the girls want to hear. And then there's stuff in the appendix about officiating, pointers for players and coaches, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so it's really, the table of contents is really simple.
Yep.
Which I love. He's a very good author, very good coach. He was a great player. He kept things as simple as they could. A very complicated game simplified. And life simplified. I know some people are bored with his philosophy, but I think it's a very simple philosophy. Actually, it's pretty kind of cool for, you know, an athletic mind, as it were. But it always fascinated me that he split the offensive chapters in two.
Yeah, individual and team.
Yes. But not the defensive. It's just, if you'll note, there's just one chapter on defense. And there's two chapters on offense. And he goes on to say, defense is more important, but offense is more complicated. Which, that's why he needs two chapters to talk about the offense, because you really need to work as a team in offense. There's teamwork in defense.
He's got 70 pages of individual and 70 pages of team. And then on defense, he's got about 60
total. Yeah.
And obtaining possession of the ball, he's got about 100 pages? No, I'm sorry, not at all. About 13 pages. It's a black box.
Obtaining possession is just hustle. I mean,
he's up on the boards. He's talking about up on the boards. After the
loose balls, interceptions, rebounds. Yep. Jump balls, which is a very small part of the game now. Back in the day. It's a big deal.
All right. So what do I need to do to get ready to coach?
So how much do we want to do with these girls? So there's the strategies.
Well, we want to win at all times. Like, you know, that whole go out and have a good time.
Fuck that.
That whole go out and have a good
time. Forget that. That's what I meant to say.
That whole go out and have a good time. You know, the people who won had the better time. That whole go have a good time. It's so what, 1910s? So helicopter parent. My kids are so lucky that one skipped a generation. That one was lost on me. Helicopter parents, are you kidding me? Throw them in the water. Go start swimming. Hence all my kids are traumatized. That's why I told you I had to do 2 funds for my kids. One for college, one for their psychology. I love kids. All right, where were we at?
I was asking you a question. How much tolerance do you think these children and their parents have for us teaching them stuff? How much can we teach them? How much do you want to teach them? How much do you think they can stand?
What's your point?
Well, we could go into...
Stop leaning on my
we could go into great depth. We could, you know, we could really emphasize some of the things, actually teach them stuff. And I don't know how much they know. When I coached girls, I coached, you know, I was the assistant coach, so I was like, coached the JV team. So I was working with 9th grade girls all the time. So I have a feel for what that is.
Well, that's what these girls are.
So we could go through and we could talk about, you know, offensive basketball. We could talk about the triple threat. They've probably heard.
They all know triple threat.
Okay.
Yeah. No, do they all pay attention to it?
Mm-hmm.
Do they all understand it?
Finer points of
right,
that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the question becomes when. So do we want to ask the parents if they can, you know, meet before and stay a little bit after so we can kind of pre-prime them? And so one issue I don't know about is if we're the first team on, is there anyone in the gym ahead of time for us?
Good question.
And
do
then
we have access?
Yep. And then if we're I'm kind of assuming since we're playing at 7, 8, and 9, I think that when we get off, if we're playing 9, then we're the last team off. So, and it's Friday nights, so these kids should stay up. We can keep them playing until like at least 2 in the morning.
Yeah, so all the offensive configurations and defensive configurations and pressing configurations can all go out in an email. This is what we're going to run. These are the 5 sets you need to know.
But what if it gets in the hands of the enemy?
So we'll have to have some kind of code.
Yes. That'll have to be encrypted.
Yeah.
Warning, do not forward.
Right. Because you can imagine the downside.
Yes.
If someone knew what plays we were running. We'd be screwed.
Yes, because none of these girls would get dessert if they lose.
Is that going to be the motivator?
Oh, I think it should even be like meals. If they're gonna walk home, like if their parents are gonna be so disgusted with them that they just drive home without them.
Your kids must be traumatized. That explains a lot.
So for Kat, when she plays volleyball, if she would make a mistake, I just call it at her from the stands and be like, "Oh, that cost you your dessert."
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that why she has that Twitch thing going?
She doesn't have any Twitch thing going
I'm joking.
on.
No, of course she doesn't.
She's just tough as nails.
She's lovely. Yeah. What else? You know, we can talk about sag defense. You know, we could talk about proper defensive position. We could do drills too. We could do some drills. Warm them up for the game.
Yep, we definitely need that.
We could ask every girl to bring her own ball, so we have plenty of balls for the drills.
I think they must do that.
Mm-hmm.
It always aggravates me that when any of my kids don't bring a ball.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, but they're gonna be there. I'm like, yeah, right. Because people are always trying to borrow
Well,
my. I come prepared, and people are always trying to borrow my ball.
Well, at ECP, for volleyball, there's balls just laying all over the place, typically.
But the coaches are checking them out.
Yeah, okay. So in any event, yeah, I'm on the same page with you. They should bring their own. Because are we gonna have access to a lot of balls here?
No.
Okay, so bring your own. Okay, they gotta do it.
I think the refs bring the game ball probably.
Mm-hmm.
No, they need to bring their own balls.
And then, so we should have some time to run through the offenses then too.
Mm-hmm. But one thing I will say,
And the press.
you can't give them too much new stuff at a time. Like fundamentally what would probably be a good idea is ask them, you know, what offensive plays they might know already. And then maybe for the first game, just work on those. Like work on them as a team, getting, you know, working together on the ones that they jointly all know.
Love it.
And then if we can get through that repertoire, then add additional ones.
Love it. And I think it's 6 games, I think I saw. Are there playoffs too?
I don't think that there's playoffs, but maybe there are, I don't know. Let me see it. I thought it was at least 8 games on the calendar. Let's see, it starts next week, right?
Right.
So, how far into May does it go? Let's see. All right, it definitely goes into the 17th. And goes to the 17th. So, what does that mean? So it's, I know, my hair's getting long.
No, it's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That doesn't make sense. If we've got 4 teams and we're playing. Oh, yeah, I guess it does.
4 teams.
And you're playing each team twice, then you're playing 6 games.
Right. I thought you said 7.
There's 7 weeks though, right? Because we're starting on the 5th and we go to the 17th.
So everyone gets a bye.
Yeah, maybe.
Or there's a...
maybe there is a playoff.
Spring break bye.
Oh yeah, that's it. You're so smart.
Well, I don't want to brag, but people have said that about me.
I can understand that. Oh, you are so right.
Gosh.
Man genius.
I'm just feeling a little...
You know, when it comes to numbers.
I mean, thank you, but you know, I don't want. I won't get too, you know, conceited.
Accolades, right?
Yeah, I don't want to get a big head over this. Someone has to keep a check on this.
And you're just the man not to.
I think it's probably smart to have someone else, you know, other than me. It's like the fox watching the chicken house.
Isn't it the hen house?
It is. It didn't sound right when it came out.
No, that's okay. I can botch up every saying. I'm really good about it. Do I have any homework in this book?
It's just good reading. If I were you, I'd read. It's just so cool.
All right. It's kind of like your Bible, right?
I love it.
Great.
Let's go to his pyramid for just a minute. Have you looked at it? This is the kind of thing would turn you on. His pyramid.
His pyramid.
This is like MDS stuff.
All right. Is this going to be under coaching philosophy?
Yeah, it's right off the beginning.
Okay. So, do you want to direct me where it is so I don't have to go page by style or system of play?
The pyramid of success.
Oh, goodness.
12. Little panic there. There it is,
all
baby.
right.
We're talking MDS.
Pyramid of success.
Can you not read it?
What?
You can read it. You have your glasses on.
I love how the pyramid of success, the top of it is John Wooden, head basketball coach.
That's just identifying who created it.
Success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction and knowing you did your best to become the best that you are capable of becoming.
Is that wonderful?
It is wonderful.
Do you not love that guy?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. That is wonderful.
And look what the pinnacle of the pyramid is.
Faith.
Competitive greatness. He's not messing around. Competitive greatness.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Be at your best when your best is needed. Real love is a hard battle.
Is that beautiful?
That's you underneath the basket, quite frankly.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is. That's what ended up attracting me and taking me a notch closer.
You can thank John Wooden.
Well, okay.
And these are the foundational blocks.
Okay. So industriousness, friendship, loyalty, cooperation, enthusiasm. Those are all good qualities of someone who wants to be on a team, right? And then ambition and sincerity is on the side. So make friends. The sincerity, ambition is properly focused. So this group of blocks is self-control, alertness, initiative, and intentness. And then the next set of blocks is adaptability and honesty. So adaptability is to say to any situation, and honesty in all ways. So the blocks are condition, skill, team spirit. Then the next set of blocks is resourcefulness, proper judgment, and integrity. Speaks for itself. Poise and confidence. Nice.
Isn't it nice? And then it moves all the way up to competitive greatness, faith and patience. And ultimately, at the ultimate pinnacle,
is success.
Is success. So the guy is giving it a lot of thought.
Yeah, he's given it a lot of thought.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a test, like a fill in a blank test?
Actually, no.
Really? I'm kind of surprised.
I could test you though.
I was expecting you to pull out like a worksheet and be like,
I can give you a blank pyramid and say, fill that out.
You have 3 minutes to study this. And if you don't pass by 100%, I'm out of here. Aww. Look at him standing over him judgmentally. Yes, you did lose. And if you practice more.
Wooden was not always like a warm, fuzzy guy. Well, I don't
think you need to be, right?
No, he would rip guys to pieces from time to time.
All right, I had my sugar high, and now I think it's heading down.
Okay.
And I think I'm ready to snuggle in.
That's good with me. Enough basketball.
Enough basketball. Enough basketball porn.
I don't know how you follow that up. Exactly.
So you look so confused.
See ya, folks. What?
Just letting you know to keep your space.
Oh, I didn't know what. I thought you were like showing me the book.
No.
I didn't know exactly what was going on. Yeah, I'm
make sure you keep your space.
Chill. For now.
Good night.
Good night. Should we stop filming?
Oh, probably.
Okay.
Hey y'all, I'm Summer.
And I'm Jody.
And we are Active Pursuit.
Please subscribe to our channel.
And like this video.
And don't forget to turn on the bell for notifications.
And share this with one of your friends.
Please add comments because we read them.
And connect with us on social media. All of our connections are in the dialog box. And we look forward to catching up with you.
See you later.
Ciao.